Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. I thought today we would have a look at the helicopters that were passed to developers for February of 2025. On top of it as well, there is a little event that is going on in War Thunder right now for St. Patrick's Day, which has a new decal and also a discount on a ship. The decal is of course the St. Patrick's Day 2025 decal. All you have to do is play 3 battles using any vehicle at rank 3 or higher, and you will get access to the Clover decal. Then, the Orla, the LE Orla, this one is 30% off right now. If you want to purchase it, it's in the British tech tree. It's very similar to the other vehicle that is in the British tech tree, the Peacock. I think it's actually slightly better than the Peacock, though, since it has access to some additional weaponry. But basically, the Peacock has a 76mm Otto Malara. Does quite a lot of damage to the coastal machines and also has a lot of survivability since it is made of steel instead of wood, which gives it quite a lot. So overall, it's not a bad vehicle. Like, it's generally okay to grind through the tech tree with. I think overall it's probably better to go for a different one though, which has maybe a bit more survivability, like the Whitby, for example, which also has some very high SL rewards. One of the things about the Orla is it actually has incredibly low rewards for SL. No idea why for the vehicle, comparing it to the Whitby, but yeah, that's something to think about. But if you do like Irish stuff, at least it's on sale. Anyway, let's get into the suggestions. As always, if you enjoy the content, make sure to subscribe and also like the video. The first suggestion is a classic, and it is of course the Lockheed AH-56 Cheyenne. The Cheyenne was an attack helicopter developed for the US Army. It was designed to fly at high-speed escort missions for transports and provide direct fire support for frontline troops. It was also one of the fastest helicopters, capable of reaching almost 400 kilometers an hour, and could carry a diverse set of armaments, consisting of tow missiles, FFAR rockets, and 2 gun turrets. It pioneered many avionics, now common on military aircraft, including the first thermal sight used on aircraft. Extremely advanced for its time, it was unfortunately abandoned due to protracted development, rising costs, and also shifts in opinions. In the early years of the Vietnam War, the US had already begun placing additional armaments on their UH-1 Iroquois helicopters, including rockets, grenade launchers, and machine guns. However, as the new CH-47 Chinook began arriving in the scene, the Army realized that the Iroquois were too slow to keep up with the Chinook. Therefore, a new purpose-built attack helicopter was needed. The US Army decided that they needed an attack helicopter capable of cruising at 361 kilometers an hour and capable of short dashes of 410 kilometers an hour. Based on the speed of the Chinooks, they were expected to escort. Note that this is faster than the Chinook's top speed, as the escorts were also expected to dash ahead of the transports as they approached the landing zone to soften up enemy resistance so that troops could land safely. These requirements practically meant that only compound helicopters would be considered. The Army opened the first Fire Support Aerial Systems project, which was later reorganized into the Advanced Aerial Fire Support System project on the 26th of March 1964 for procuring such a helicopter. Bell, Convair, Sikorsky, and also Lockheed all submitted proposals. Sikorsky and Lockheed's proposal was selected to enter the second stage, and on the 3rd of November 1965, Lockheed was declared the winner, as their proposal was judged to be less expensive and also risky and required less development time. The helicopter was designated the AH-56A on the 23rd of March 1966, and a contract for 10 prototypes was issued. The first prototype was rolled out on the 3rd of May 1967, and the helicopter was given the nickname Cheyenne. The first flight of the AH-56 occurred on 21st of September 1967. Funding was approved for 375 pre-production aircraft on the 8th of January 1968, and by 69, all 10 prototypes were completed, and everything seemed to be going very swimmingly. However, things soon started to take a downfall. Lockheed struggled to fix the various issues on the Cheyenne in time, and and on the 10th of April 1969, the US Army issued a cure notice to Lockheed, stating that 11 serious issues persisted in the AH-56, and the program was falling behind schedule. The production contract was cancelled on the 19th of May 1969, but development continued in the hope that the issues would eventually be fixed. However, further flight testing only revealed more issues with stability, vibrations, and also control. Additionally, the Air Force was also upset about the program, viewing it as a violation of the Key West Agreement and the Johnson-McConnell Agreement of 1966. Congress was also becoming opposed to the AH-56 after their investigations and seeing some failed flight and weapons tests. Finally, the Cheyenne program was cancelled by the Secretary of the Army on the 9th of August 1972, as the Cheyenne started becoming outdated and incorporating newer systems would increase the unit cost far too much. We have another North Korean helicopter, the Hyoksin-2. The Mi-2 is a small utility helicopter that was designed by the Soviet Union, but produced exclusively by Poland. It was introduced in 1965, and 5,497 of them were built until production ceased in 1999. The Mi-2 was primarily a utility helicopter, but had a few armed armaments, such as the Mi-2US, armed with a 23mm cannon, and the Mi-2URP, which had a 23mm cannon alongside 4 9M14M ATGMs. The Mi-2 has seen service across the world, serving primarily with the Soviet Union and also Poland, but also countries like East Germany, Hungary, the Democratic Republic of the Congo, and a whole host more, including North Korea. North Korea's first helicopters included the Mi-4, which was the Chinese Z5 variant, and also the Mi-8, the latter of which was procured in very limited numbers. And in 1976, the DPRK moved to purchase Mi-2s from Poland in semi-knockdown kits. The first Mi-2 arrived in 1977, but final assembly for the majority of them took place from 1980 to 84, and around 104 or possibly 140 were obtained and constructed, and reportedly the Mi-2 is known as the Hyoksin-2 in North Korean service. This vehicle arrived in North Korea unarmed as the standard Mi-2 variant. However, while the helicopter is primarily seen in propaganda films as an ambulance or rescue helicopter, North Korea has fitted many with various weapons, converting them to light attack helicopters. On some, they are fitted with 4 9M14 Malyutkas, the ATGMs. The North Koreans actually know them as the Bullseye, which is a great name. These are on either side of the helicopter and 2 on each side. These have roughly 400mm of penetration. Alternatively, the Hyoksin-2 is also capable of mounting Polish-built 57mm UB-16 rocket pods. These carry 16 S-5 rockets each, which have an explosive mass of 465 grams of TNT equivalent and 150mm of heat penetration. These are installed under the pylons, one on each side. The Hyoksin-2 can carry both of these weapons, 4 ATGMs and 2 rocket pods at the same time, and in 2016, North Korea reported on a new TV-guided missile in development. It was shown being fired from the Hyoksin-2 and striking a tank. No further details are known, however, if more emerge, this could be a good weapon option for it, which would be quite fun. It's also equipped with 2 engines, providing 400 horsepower each, and weighs a maximum of roughly about 3.5 tons, which allows this vehicle a top speed of only 200 kilometers an hour. It's relatively slow compared to other helicopters that are around. So this vehicle would be another one that would be added into the game for the good old North Korea, if that ever comes, I suppose, as a nation. As always, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. I'd just like to thank GMG Smiley, CD Beans, Chieftain Mike, EMN3 Galaxy, Tulio Pontecovo, Brendan Quinn, Carrion Crow, Gus Irenicus, Pyman, Wartinder, Teddy, Daniel Stanton, Martinez, B. Young, Ozzy Panzer, Alan Hacker, Liam Shea, Opium Prime, Lafouche, Sem Aslan, Uncle Bean, and Derek R. for supporting the channel.